Sam Ficken with it teed up, and away we go from MetLife Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Oh yeah. It's about that time to get right. I'm a die.
Allen now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Gore.
Get out of there. Get out. Get out. Push him out. Do better with that. Come on, man.
Nice game. That's now 30 yards.
I better go for that. Come on.
1st and goal. A chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line.
Bro. Oh. Forgot about this. Fuck you. Fucking racist bitch. Your ass fucking getting fucking stripped and shit, fumbling the ball. Nigga, what, like, the fuck is your problem? What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? 77 ass juke move, that shit weak as fuck.
Nigga straight as fuck.
Fuck wrong with this nigga, bro. I don't need no nigga with a juke move. I just need a nigga that can truck a nigga, man. What's this nigga truck? Bro, what? Oh my god. This nigga weak.
Got my phone. You gonna hear that down?
What the fuck wrong with this nigga, man? Nigga ass. Fucking fumbling the ball and shit. First play of the fucking game. Fuck is your problem?
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty
I
possession.
pressed the wrong button. What am I doing?
When you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when
That
they take it
open
down,
right there. I pressed
on
on in.
that's a bad
What am I looking at?
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Washington. A run here for J.D.
Dang, no block.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's he's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 41.
2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Forced out to his left. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Backpack.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Allen again. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And again, it's Allen.
Come on, keep your feet in bounds, bro.
That's complete. 8 yards there and a first down.
8-yard pickup.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
$14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it at first.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity
Bro, you
it takes
too
to
big
know
for
each
that.
other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
First and 10.
That boy supposed to come down some 5. I don't know what he doing.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Bootleg, Flacco steps away. Smith catches left side.
Flip him! Flip him!
The reception
Buckle your
good
chin
for
strap.
7. It's third down. They'll try and pick up the first and 4. And he's got the first before he's brought
Come
down
on,
at the
bro.
39-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run, it's Gore. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Ooh, boy.
Well, that's just a
Father time that right.
Find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can
Tackle
stand
for
up and make
loss.
a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
At the 35-yard line.
Now we got the defense I'm looking for.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Play action. Flacco. Rolling to his left. He'll run it. He is out of bounds inside.
Good lick, boy.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
1st and 10 at the 20.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, it's Gore. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches.
Now Gore. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Flacco looks to throw.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
brought down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Extra point.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Danny Johnson returning.
Bro, what is up with this dude?
So past the 20, call it the 21.
Will take over 1st and 10.
So his change of direction is whack. Is what I'm seeing.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Throwing out the sack.
It's off by Brian Poole. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They go with a screen to Gore. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Ficken's kick is good. But hang on,
bro, what?
Is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline and take the points.
Okay.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for your runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Being chased out left. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Frank Gore. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff for Washington.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young.
That's my rookie, Chase Young. Yes, sir.
And it will be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Rush comes and they
Give me that! Yes, sir!
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him
82 is soft.
Right at the 20.
Soft.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start on the ground with Gore. Room here to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Gore. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A break from the ground game here. Flacco on the move to his left. Throw complete to Herndon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Gore again here on first down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down. Here's Flacco. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, and no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Switching gears for a
Come
second.
on,
Look,
dude.
we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas,
that's a catch for no reason.
We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Allen to throw once more. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
At the 28-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And this carry number 20 for Frank Gore. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage,
40-yard line.
the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved.
Come on, bro. That's cool.
And do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They will run it. It's McKissick. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it with Gore. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he He's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Third and just 1. It's Flacco. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far.
I cannot catch a pick off the screen.
But at least it's 4th down. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, something they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check
what you mean, fool?
How they're going to fix them.
What you mean?
To get better at what they do. But
I'm not worried about that. I can stop Frank Gore. I can. I did it once. I did it. I did it last game. We played. You ran the ball like 20 times. You ran the ball like 25 times. No, last game we played, you ran the ball 25 times and only had 20 yards.
For more, log on to EASports.com.
I know how to stop Frank Gore.
For the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.